All right, welcome to our moving blog. Me and James moved from Sydney to a little village in Oxfordshire, and this is the blog. I'm talking to you from the future right now because as a beginner blogger, I've definitely missed out on a lot of different things. But I'm going to take you way back in time to us moving from our apartment and the emotional upheaval that was leaving that apartment, because it's where we really started to find connection and success as creatives, and where we started this business, and where we really, it was a really special place to us. So I'm going to bring you back in time to moving from that apartment and take you on this long journey, because the moving process has basically taken us 2 and a bit months, really 3 months. I'm only just starting to feel settled in this beautiful little village, and we moved from Narrabeen in Australia nearly 3 months ago. So it's been a long, wild journey, and I'm so excited to take you with me. Thank you for your patience as I learn this new skill. I'm going to pop in and out of this vlog, kind of up to date, giving you updates, because I just was so inconsistent with my filming. But yeah, I hope that you enjoy the shambles that is Amy and James moved to become countryside authors that sit in a little cottage and eat bread. So tomorrow we're gonna move, and I just thought I'd document a little bit of it. We are doing a small move to the Winestocks, James's family's house, for a month before we move to England. So we're going to do 2 moves. So this is the first one. We've got to get everything out of this little space that we love so much. It has been the evolution of our little business and creation. Enjoy some mundane shots of us packing up the house. Sadly, I had to leave all of my journals behind. They were just too heavy to bring over. And there was crap everywhere. I'm going to pass this over to James now. How are we going?
Water break.
Jamie's been the delivery man.
Why does it feel like I feel like I'm doing the easy job and you feel like you're doing the easy job?
That's perfect. We're the perfect marriage.
It means we're exactly right.
How are you feeling about the first move?
It's pretty sad, actually.
It is sad. Would you like to say anything to our house?
Thank you, house.
Yeah, for sure.
This house is the house we built our business in.
Yeah.
This is the house that got us through COVID.
Yeah.
We spent almost 12 months of lockdown in this house.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we still like it.
I know, we love it so much.
Considering it's really, really tiny. I feel like if we can live in a house this size, then how great this thing. I think it's going to be in a house that's a little bit bigger.
I'm so excited. Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you, house. Thank you, camera.
This room has had so much magic happen.
Our first
Books.
masterclass. Most of our podcasts are recorded in here. What else?
All our books written in here. So much shit.
Yeah.
Bloop. Okay, so I am now off to see one of my oldest friends, Gabby. She's an osteopath, and she's going to give my body some love. It's been a really big day, but I feel like we've broken the back of a lot of this move. I would love to tell you that this appointment was really strategically booked because I'm trying to take care of myself, but we just do a rhythmical booking with Gabby every month, and it just happened to synchronously land on this day, which is great because I will just not stop with these kind of things. There's a part of me that's just I want it over. And that I want it over energy so frequently ends in burnout for me. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to completely stop for the rest of the day. It's 3:30 now, so I'm going to 100% key out. I'm just going to enjoy the last night in our beautiful little home. I just thought I'd give an update as well. I'm just about to go into my osteopath appointment, but I'm early because I'm always early. We've been really trying to keep up our creative schedule as we move, and I hope that we will keep up our creative schedule as we move over the next 6 weeks. That's one of our most important things, that we keep creating and we keep moving our bodies throughout this transition, and we can give ourselves breaks and we can give ourselves grace, but those are the things that keep us feeling like Amy and James, and they keep us feeling good and aligned and not stressed. So we've been really trying to keep up our creative practices and our physical practices. So we're still writing in the mornings, and I'm going to write tomorrow morning on our last morning in the house. This morning I wrote for like literally 10 minutes. Like, it's, for me at the moment, it's more of like a touching base. For James, he takes it a little bit more seriously than me, but we are prioritizing the creativity in like just reminding ourselves each day, even though we're doing big things, that we're always going to be creators, we're always authors. Lots of little miracles to sustain us and to ground us as we moved through this transition. And Jamesy had his little miracles too, just to keep us really grounded, have our routines, have our things that stayed the same in amongst the madness. Also, Emma kept us incredibly sane. Emma is our right hand woman in this business. There's James making a fool of himself. So it's day 2 of the move. It's like our last night. Oh my god, look at me. It's our last night in our bed last night, and we're moving to James's parents today. We've had Emma on board today, which is great to help out, because fuck, it's a lot. It's a 2-room apartment and it's so much. We've had one small fight, me and James. It was petty. I'm too tired. Okay, I'm going to fill you in what happened after we moved from our apartment into James's house, and then we had a whole month and it was chaos. We were on holidays for some of it. I went to my parents down in Tasmania. We went and spent a week with friends by the beach. Then we were back moving, like, because we only kind of like half moved when we were with James's parents. Nothing felt real. It was a truly bizarre time. I've put a few images in this vlog to really give you the kind of essence of especially the last week. I reflectively, like, looking back on it, like, maybe wasn't super okay. Lots of breakdowns. It was just a lot. It was a lot physically, doing all the moving, but it was also obviously just a lot emotionally. And even though I like change, and like I knew with my whole heart that this move was something I wanted to do, you know, it's always going to be a lot. And as someone who feels stuff intensely, I knew that was going to be the case. So yeah, you can get a little insight with just 4 selfies that I took during this process. But yeah, it was 4 weeks of truly bizarre, like transient, intermediary space of like a portal between Australia and England. I'll let you see these selfies to get the vibes. And then what we did was we went to a airport hotel because our flight was incredibly early in the morning. It was at like pre 6 a.m, like the first flight out of Sydney airport, and we tried to stay awake the entire night. So I'll give you a few snippets of that. Might do a little voiceover to keep you up to date with what's happening. It was like a dream world, and my brain was so foggy. Traveling is hard. It is hard. Okay, so this is the beginning of the travel. I'm already spaced out. We're in the airport hotel. This is all we took from England to, no, other ways, Australia to England. We took so little stuff. Golf bag did come though. This is James. He's about to go to the gym at like 1 a.m. in his attempt to stave off jet lag, which, look, he claims it really, really worked. But he made some drastic choices. Right, this is me. I've had a nap. I've woken up. We're about to go to the airport. It was just a walk away from the hotel. I have a pimple already. And this is our flight. So we went premium economy, Emirates. And Emirates has just got the most incredible finish. It just feels so luxurious. It was a great premium economy service. They gave us like, you know, warm hand towels. We got a welcome drink. The food was pretty good. And the seats were obviously bigger than economy. Not huge, but like definitely more spacious for a good, whatever, 30-hour flight. That's the debut of me as an aeroplane reviewer. James really is into his, like, it's like a thing, like YouTubers who get really into their like airplanes, and James is super into it. And to be honest, I am too. And anyway, that's my debut for shittily filmed iPhone clips. It's only up from here. So what happened then after the flight, and it was a pretty good flight, it's such a long flight. I will not listen to anyone complain about the length of flight unless they're an Australian trying to get to Europe. I won't hear it, or a Kiwi. They have it worse. It's long. It's very long. We arrived in England at like 10 p.m, 11 p.m, and we got a taxi to the countryside house. It hadn't been lived in for a while, so it was very cold. I did not take any video. I was just so exhausted and excited to just be here. I was nervous as well. We arrived, the key was left in a safe place. We let ourselves in, and it was bizarre. It felt like our adventure was beginning.